Hi, my name is Dolores Hirschman from DoloresHirschman.com. I'm a writer, speaker, and I'm a coach. Today I want to talk about reflecting on our work and our accomplishments. And I wanted to introduce to you this concept of who do we want to be? Do we want to be a victim of circumstances, a victim of our environment, a victim of our relationships? Or do we want to be a victor? Someone that is in control of the circumstances, in control of the relationships, and therefore in control of the reactions. We always have a choice in where do we want to be and which column do we want to stand. Now let's explore what a victim language typically is. And as we do so, we will explore also what the victor's language typically would be. So a victim would usually say, I can't do this. While a victor will look at the same exact situation and say to himself or herself, how can I do this? A victim might say, it's not my fault. I am not good enough. It's not in my control. I don't have the resources. Why is this happening to me? Do you recognize any of these? We all go to this place at one point or another in our lives. And it really is a place that deprives us of our best version. It disempowers us and it brings down our energy. Now, I'll invite you to explore what kind of conversation does a victor usually have. Let's start with this one. Why is this happening to me would be what a victim would say. And a victor will usually say, why is this happening for me? Because there's always something to be learned about every single situation. I don't have the resources. A victor would say, where could I get the resources? They summon their creativity, their creative self, to figure out a way to get the resources they need to be successful. It's not in my control. What of this situation do I actually control? It's true, we don't always have control or all control of the situation. I don't deny that. That is life. But for the most part, we always have a bit of control of a situation, even if it's just our own reaction to a situation that we can control. Find that place where you can actually engage your own internal leadership and your own control to shape the situation towards your best version of yourself. I'm not good enough. What else do I need to learn? Who I can call for help. Yes, we're not all good enough for every single thing in our lives. We are very good at some things, we're not so good at other things. That's true for all of us. So those things that maybe you're not that good, it's not about beating yourself with a stick saying, I'm not good enough. It's about, okay, you could say, cooking is not my strength. Who can help me? Can you teach one of your children to help out in the kitchen? Maybe your spouse will want to pitch in. Maybe your friend. It's fine to ask for help. It's actually a sign of a strong person when you are actually asking for help. Strong leaders always ask for help. It's not my fault. What of this situation could I have done better? it's always our fault. Not the whole thing, but part of it is part of our responsibility. So being a victor is not just saying, I'm the winner. It's saying I take responsibility for my actions. I take responsibility for my reactions, and therefore I design the experiences I want to have. So take a moment once you finish this video and make a list of what language do you usually use when you think about a situation or a project or an experience. Where do you usually live? Is it in the victim side or more in the victor? We all have parts of both, and I encourage you to look really honestly at what your reactions are to different situations and learn how you can move yourself towards the victor, because this is not just a victor conversation, it's also the lack abundance conversation. Here we operate from a place that anything that happens to us is never good enough, is never enough amount, is never what we really wanted. While here we operate with the premise that our life is abundant. As it is, nothing needs to change. So when we operate from the abundance place, we actually attract more abundance into your life. So this is where you want to reside if you want to live a life of abundance and fulfillment. Thank you very much, and I look forward to hearing what you learned from this video and how you shift from a victim to a victor for most of your days. Thank you very much.